shout to the north, south, east and west right across this great state. We're mad as hell and we're not going to take it anymore. I said we're mad as hell and we're not going to take it anymore. The M4 toll on motorists may have already started, but Western Sydney will continue to rise up and roar with purpose and passion, with a clear message to this government. Don't mess with the West. You dump this M4 toll or we will dump you. Hello comrades, my name is Mary Court and I'm the Secretary of Penrith Valley Community Unions. Let's hear it for all the workers of the mighty army of the trade union movement. Today we stand in solidarity with Eastern Sydney against the WestConnex toll road scams whose destructive tentacles weave right across the state while our public transport system is in a state of collapse, forcing people into cars. Premier Gladys Berejiklian is presiding over a total frenzy of private toll road building that is sucking billions out of public transport for generations to come. We the people will continue to rise up and stand in solidarity and defiance against the privatisation of our public assets. We want a government that supports public transport and doesn't waste billions on toll road scams. Western Sydney is a vibrant community for hundreds of thousands of people. It is not a dumping ground for Sydney's problems. The M4 toll is just another tax being inflicted on Western Sydney to lock us into tolls for the next 43 years. A toll that is set to increase at twice the rate of inflation. For most residents, this massive toll tax is an assault on their standard of living and will have a long-term chronic effect on household stress, especially when the toll is going up 4% a year. Shame, Gladys, shame! Shame, Gladys, shame! Shame, Gladys, shame! People are hurting, and shame on you, Stuart Ayres, for putting this new toll tax on your own electorate. Commuters are being slugged with an extra $2,000 a year, up to $35 a day, for the M4 toll, and for what? An extra lane for a 7.5 kilometre trip between Parramatta and Homebush. So far, this toll has led to 25% of anticipated M4 traffic shifting to Parramatta Road or other routes. That road upgrade will only take 3 years of tolls to pay off, but Western Sydney, and let us not forget regional New South Wales, are being exploited to pay this massive tax for the next 43 years. This is unfair and unaffordable for families struggling to put food on the table. The M4 toll is highway robbery. Family budgets are already under pressure from soaring electricity bills, stagnant wage growth, record rents and unaffordable housing. And the added burden of the toll is just too much. One toll leads to another toll and another in this, the largest toll city in the world. Enough! For over 130 years, workers have fought for rights and conditions we enjoy today. But there is still much more to fight for. The Australia we once knew, which our parents experienced, is not the reality anymore because the rules that made our country fair are broken. The pendulum has swung too far in favour of the big end of town. We need to bring fairness back to Australia. Inequality is at a 70-year high. Wage growth is at an all-time low, whilst wage theft is up. 40% of Australians now have insecure work. Youth unemployment is in double digits, and the richest 1% of Australians owns more wealth than the bottom 70% of Aussies combined. Stop pillaging our communities. We are talking about billions of dollars to be paid in tolls over decades to overseas interests. The system is stacked against everyday Australians, where we are seeing the erosion of our rights and conditions with the right to strike being stripped away. We're not Remember, fools, change the rules. Join your union today because you can make a difference to change the rules to make Australia fair again. If this government thinks it can keep dumping on people and get away with it without a fight, then I repeat, the message coming out of Western Sydney today to Stuart Ayres and Gladys Berejiklian: don't mess with the West. You dump this airport toll or we will dump you. Wake up, Sydney! Now is the time to rise up and make a stand. Be strong and courageous to come against the waste, the lies and deception of this government, which is ripping off the West and trashing the East. We the people will continue to stand up and fight back. Stand up, fight back! Stand up, fight back! Stand up, fight back! Stand up, fight back! United we stand strong. Together we will fight to the finish and the victory will be ours. In the words of one of Australia's greatest statesmen, Gough Whitlam, maintain